Hello and welcome back, MLW fans. This is my Slate 1 Power Rankings for the MLW season 2025. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, leave some in the comments. Let me see what your Power Rankings for the 2025 season are. And let's go ahead and just jump right into this. At number 8, we got the Eastern Eagles. The way I like to do my power rankings is I like to do based on what you earn, right? So this is not a predictive model. This is what your record says you are. This is how you've played. And man, out of the teams that went 1 and 2, the Eagles, I felt like did not play the best. I understand that Game 2 ball was a little weird, but overall, in terms of batting, I didn't feel great. I don't love that Dallas didn't have a super solid Game 2. It just makes me feel a little uncertain about this team heading into the future. I would love to see them firing on all cylinders. Once they do that, this is a very high level, very capable team. But at the moment, based on the way they're playing, based on the way things went, I'm going to put this team in 8 and wait for them to prove me wrong, hopefully. At number 7, we've got the Metro Magic now, where the Magic are a little bit ahead of the Eagles in is RJ was super solid on the mound. And that is a big deal to me. I want to make sure that there are pieces and parts of this team that are working that are above the previous team. And for me, RJ was definitely above that. Their batting was definitely better than what I felt like the Eagles were. However, they still have some work to do. You got John Paul Gunn, who's firing. Of course, you got Grant Miller, who plays really well. But everywhere else, I felt that was pretty lackluster from the Magic. I expect more from them, and especially when this is a roster that has won a World Series, and you got new additions, it doesn't feel like they're building that momentum. This team has got to do some better things in the future. It's got to figure out that number 2 arm slot. And until then, I kind of have this team at the bottom of what was the past AL. Next up, we got the Cobras. I really like the Cobras in terms of Caden Irwin was doing a great job. I felt a little better about the number 2 pitching area with Drew Davis. Yes, he let up a bunch of walks, but it's his first time pitching in a while. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And this is a team that, yes, struggled in terms of batting, but, man, it looked like Patrick Ballman was on a Cy Young season there. This is a team that has guys who have proven in the past that they are great bats. They can pick up offense, and it's usually been the pitching that's hindering them. Of course, where they're 1 and 2, I can't really put them much higher. They've got to earn more of their keep with the talent they have on their roster. They should be doing better. But overall, I'm hopeful on the Cobras, whereas I'm a little down on the teams previous. At number 5, we got the Western Wildcats. And, similar to the Cobras, I feel better about the Wildcats' number 1 pitcher situation. PB is looking amazing. The bats for the Wildcats looking a lot more solid than the Cobras. However, they were still only like one call away. We all know what we're talking about. They were one call away from this being 1 and 2, and so still needs to be more convincing. But I think overall, the Cats are looking on the up and up. We'll see how it plays out in the next series. But yeah, I like where this team is going, but I still feel like the teams that are above the Wildcats, they got a lot more going for them. At number 4, I got the Dbacks. Yes, of course, they have a worse record than the Wildcats, but their pitching situation is a lot better. Jimmy Norp and Jake Sullivan, man, they're both looking really solid. Their offense is looking better than the Cats. I like where it's heading. Yes, I think Pizka needs to improve, but that guy has proven he can hit in the past. Casey Bennett is looking good from batting. Jimmy North, of course, is always really solid. And if they could put it all together, I think this team's going to move up in the rankings for sure. Yes, they're 1 and 2 right now, but they could be even better in the future. And at number 3, speaking of playing the Mallards, we've got the Midwest Mallards. Man, Jordan Robles is so good, dude. He could carry a team on his back, and they could be number 1. However, they still got some other players out there that need to step up. TC3, Brendan Jorgensen, all of those guys on the Mallards have got to step it up to really, build around Jordan. I think they can do some amazing things in the league, and the fact that they're 3 with a performance where even their fans were disappointed shows you how good this team could be and where they need to be. I think Peacock, having him back will be really important. I think Brendan Jorgensen having a better day at the dish will be really important as well. I know the second arm slot with Trey Flood is looking a lot better. I'm hoping that he can keep down on those hits. But other than that, I like where the Mallards are. Still got to do some improvements, but overall, doing really good. Next up, we got number 2. That's the Pacific Predators. Man, Ryan Cratch looking really solid. Evan Porter, the new number 2 for right now. Now, I do have some intel that says that from Stat Sean, that says that the Pacific Predators have an injury in Evan Porter, and that's really going to suck. He took a baseball to the hands, so hopefully he can get healed up from that. That might affect them for the next series where they got Fleer probably pitching. Maybe Fleer has improved in the off season. It's going to be really tough without Porter. However, still definitely earn the number 2 spot. Ryan Cratch on a team is so good for them. He really puts in a lot of work, both hitting and batting, and when you can just kind of build around him, man, you can do so much. So Preds, number 2, looking poised for another World Series rematch. But against who? I guess we'll see. And at number 1, you got to give it to the Gators. They played super well. I love all of their at-bats. They look super good. Dustin looked good. Sawyer looks good. Cheatham looking back in form. Chadwick looking back in form. This team is firing on all cylinders. And if they just get Jeremy with a better ball, I really do think this is the most dangerous team in the league to watch out for. They have built so well, and it is looking like it's going to be a Great Lakes Gators season. They've just got to put all the pieces together. It looks like they finally have. Can they continue this momentum forward after beating the previous World Series champions and making them look silly? But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.